Do you guys want to be in with the chance of winning yourself this sky blue Interstellar on my car right now? And if the answer is yes, make sure you are following these 3 simple steps. First of all, make sure you are subscribing to the channel with notifications on so you don't miss a future upload. Second of all, make sure you have dropped a like on today's video. And third of all, comment your details down below. But as well as that, tell me which platform you are on. The winner of this insane decal is going to be selected when the channel hits 160,000 subscribers. So best of luck to every single one of you, and I hope you go on to enjoy today's video. Okay, so as you guys can see on screen right now, today we are paying 40,000 credits to get every single discontinued item in the whole entire game, and you do not want to miss out on what these items look like. Alright guys, so welcome back to the channel once again. I hope you're having a fantastic and safe day as always, and today we are pushing my comfort zone way out of proportion as we're going to be collecting every single discontinued item. Okay, so real quick before we do jump into it, basically the grey mainframe right now is the only other discontinued item I don't get today, and it's 70k credits. But if you do want to take a look on screen right there, there is what the grey mainframe looks like from a previous video. And also as well, we do the trade back straight after, just because this guy wants to keep all of the items that he has actually got, so I gave him 40k credits for the video. Weirdly, earlier I checked my sub count and we're nearly at 155k already, so if you are new around here, do enjoy this Rocket League trading tips and tricks content, make sure you're subscribing to the channel and turning on post notifications for completely free. And if you do want to see me grab that grey mainframe, let's just say 2,000 likes in the very first 24 hours and I'll try my best to get my hands on one. And yeah, let's jump straight into it. And quickly before we do get into the video, I'd like to give a huge shout out to AOA.com for sponsoring today's Rocket League video. This site provides flexibility and safety to every single order. If you want to buy and sell loads of different Rocket League items, they do some insane deals on there, and use code ZENIC at checkout to get yourself 3% off every single order. Okay, so how this whole situation arose, basically this guy called Future Knight, an absolute legend and massive trader in the community, dropped me a message saying he's got every single discontinued item and he'd be more than happy for me to showcase every single one on the channel. And in all honesty, if I really wanted to ask this guy for every single item for free for the video, I probably could have, but you know, this guy is way too nice, so I thought, you know what, let's just chuck in 40k credits because that's what every single item added up is in this whole video. Yeah, it seems crazy, but 40k credits is probably the minimum this guy could have got. And just to clarify, obviously, while we take a look at every single item pop up, a discontinued item is an item that has been taken out of the game because it looks so similar to the regular one. So what we're going to be doing is a comparison of the painted version and also the regular version, and you can tell there's literally barely any difference with every single one. Okay, so to kick off the whole of the list, the cheapest item we have got today is going to be the black Sentio car, going for about 500 credits. Obviously, it was in the overdrive update and several golden items, and it looks pretty clean, but take a look at the regular one. There's barely any difference whatsoever, and considering the regular one, I'll be more than happy to sell every single regular Sentio I've got in my inventory for 50 credits per. That just shows how cheap you can actually pick up the regular one. Weirdly enough, the black Sentio is actually correct on the spreadsheet, because later in the list you are going to see how inaccurate the spreadsheet actually is with some of these discontinued items. It is honestly ridiculous, but yeah, obviously it's 500 credits, so 500 to 600 seems pretty accurate to me. So next up, it's going to be the black Animus. So obviously came from the very same update, the overdrive update, and some of the golden eggs. I'm pretty sure you can get this bad boy in, and it runs you about 800 credits currently for the black one. And obviously switching it over, it looks a little bit better. So obviously with the Sentio there was barely anything, but you can sort of see a bit of a difference with the Animus. Once again, I don't really know why people would pay this much for a discontinued item. Maybe it'll go up in value, we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, on the spreadsheet right now, it's a bit of a yikes because it's at least double the value that it says on there. Obviously right now it's 300 to 400 on there, but I guarantee every single person who's got a black Animus can probably ask for about 1k credits and most likely get it just because of the insane rarity. And yeah, that's going to be the Animus GP. So next up is honestly one of my favorite cars in the whole entire game in titanium white, but it's going to be the black Mantis for today. And honestly, once again, it's going to run you about 800 credits, and it's probably one of my favorite cars. And taking a look, the unpainted looks a little bit different, but I mean, once again, there's not really that much of a change, and that's something you've got to realize with these discontinued items, because that's the whole reason they got taken out of the game. And yeah, to be fair, once again, it's caught up a little bit, but I feel like the black Mantis, every single person that's got one could probably grab themselves at least 1,000 credits just because of the insane rarity. But yeah, as you can see, it's gone up recently on the spreadsheet, so who knows how far it's going to rise to. Okay, so out of all of the cars so far, you're probably thinking, yeah, you know, they changed a little bit, and obviously the black Endo right here looking kind of fresh, but if you take a look at the regular one, 3, 2, 1, what has happened then? Literally nothing has changed whatsoever, and this thing obviously once again non-certified is going to run you about 800 credits, but more realistically it's going to be about 1,000. And I could not believe when I saw this. And yeah, for the fact that the Endo is one of the more popular cars on the list, they've actually kept up with the spreadsheet quite nicely. It's going for about 800 to a K, and they've completely perfected that on the spreadsheet, so fair play to them. But yeah, you're going to see later on the list, it's ridiculous the price they put them. So next up, this actually came to a bit of a surprise to me. It's going to be the Black Imperator, and this is one of those cars that just gets thrown under the carpet. You know, you completely forget about it. But for this list, obviously, it's about 800 credits, and taking a look at the unpainted, once again, there's really not much to change at all. Like, you could get a regular one, and it could literally be 50 credits in your pocket right there that you pay. But for the black, it's going to run you about 1,000 just like the others. And yeah, to be fair, out of all of the cars, this one actually surprised me quite a bit because I didn't realise that the Imperator was going to be kept up to date on the spreadsheet. Just for the fact, I didn't really think it was that popular, but you know, at the end of the day, fair enough, it's going for about 800 to 1,000 credits, so they've actually nailed it right there. Okay, so obviously with the black cars, you know, they're about 1,000 credits each. You know, you have the Sentio, which is a bit of a stinker, then the rest are about 800 to a K. But this thing right here, the black Jaeger, obviously right now, you know, if you see the difference, there's barely anything once again. You know, these black cars all look the same, but this thing actually runs you 4,000 credits. Yep, you heard that correctly. This is one of the most expensive cars in the whole entire game. To be fair, considering there's a little amount of these black Jaegers, right now they're about 4K like I said already, but at the same time, RL Insider don't really know how rare it is, so they might just be thinking, you know, it's around 3,000 credits, but they're keeping up quite nicely. But yeah, like I said already, it's selling around 4K, which is absolutely mind-blowing. So now that we've got the cars out of the way, let's move on to the only wheel that we've got from the import section, and it's going to be the Sky Blue Triplex. So honestly, a wheel that no one really cares about. I'm pretty sure the rest of the set is about 100 credits each. And here we go. Yeah, there's literally no difference whatsoever, except from it's a little bit darker in the middle. That's honestly the only change they've made, so I can see why they discontinued it. And yeah, it literally looks the exact same as a regular. Oh, and something I forgot to mention as well. Yeah, these things right here. This little wheel is worth 2,500 credits speculated. I don't really know how, but at the same time, obviously, the spreadsheet is nowhere near the prices, because they might not even know how rare this thing is. But yeah, it's ridiculous the price of these Sky Blue Triplex. Okay, so the only thing on the list that looks somewhat different to the regular ones is going to be these things right here. The burnt Sienna Dynamos going for about 3,000 credits right now. Yeah, you heard that correctly. It's ridiculous. And taking a look at the regular ones, they look incredibly red. And these things, obviously, the burnt Sienna ones look a little bit dull. They look like a little bit of a lighter brown, to be fair. But yeah, I don't really know why they got discontinued, but they did. And yeah, the price is absolutely ridiculous. So yeah, once again, obviously, just like the Sky Blue Triplex, RL Insider don't have a clue how rare this thing is, because they put it as 50 to 100 credits, and if someone even wanted like 1,000 credits, it would get snagged in an absolute minute. So yeah, obviously a really sick wheel, to be fair, completely discontinued. And let's move on to the brother in kind. That in fact is going to be the Crimson Dynamo. So yeah, for these ones, I can see why they've been discontinued. Obviously, once again, really expensive, going for about 3,000 credits, just as well as the burnt Sienna ones. But taking a look at regular, it's honestly laughable, because the regular ones look more crimson. I don't really know how Rocket League actually managed that, but yeah, the Dynamos are incredibly rare, especially crimson, and especially these certified ones as well. But it's just so funny to me. So yeah, surprisingly to me, the spreadsheet is actually updated quite nicely for these crimson ones, but the burnt Sienna ones have been done dirty, obviously being about 100 credits. But yeah, these things right now, they're 2K on spreadsheet, 3K actual price, but obviously it's going to take them a while to update just because of how rare these wheels actually are. And that is going to be all of the Dynamos. So you may have seen a video of this on my channel that's over 50,000 views in like a week, which is absolutely insane. Thank you all so much for the support on that. And it's going to be a pink Macaroon antenna going for about 9 to 10,000 credits. And taking a look, it looks a little bit different, but yeah, the rarity on this thing is probably one of the rarest on the whole of the list. Honestly, an insane antenna, and yeah, right now it's speculated to be about 9,000 to 10,000 credits. And out of every single item we are going to talk about today, yeah, this thing right here, I've just taken the cake right here, or taken the macaroon, should I say. Okay, I'm sorry for the bad pun, that was horrific, but 20 to 40 credits. It is a bit of a joke, to be fair, considering this thing is literally nearly in the 5 digits, but even so, obviously, a fantastic antenna. So, finally, we have got ourselves the Crimson Aethers right here, which are going to run you about 13,000 credits. Yeah, you heard that correctly, for an item I didn't even know existed. But taking a look at the regular, it is so incredibly similar, and obviously I don't have one myself. I couldn't find a regular one, so yeah, I had to find a picture of RL Insider. And yeah, once again, to be fair, RL Insider might not know how rare this thing actually is, because I can guarantee you guys right now, if someone listed it for 10k credits within the first hour, it would most likely get taken. So yeah, honestly, a realistic wheel, to be fair. And yeah, considering right now it's about 13k credits, it really surprises me. But that is going to be the end of today's list. honestly really sick to take a look at these items. So once again, huge shout out to this guy right here. He's such a nice guy, and obviously lent me every single item right here for 40k credits, and we did the trade back. And honestly as well, we are so close to 10k on Insta, so if you do want to drop me a follow, I would be highly appreciated, because once I hit 10k, there is going to be big posts on there. I'm telling you that now. And also as well, if you are new around here and you did learn something new from today's video, make sure you are clicking that subscribe button and turning on post notifications for completely free. And yeah, if you do want to see me try and collect myself a grey mainframe, let's go for 2,000 likes and nothing less on this video, and I'll definitely make that happen within the very first 24 hours. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.